All right, today we're going to do something really cool. We're going to give your code a brain. We're going to move past just giving our programs a simple to-do list and actually teach them how to make decisions. And trust me, once this clicks, it completely changes what you can build. Up until now, any code you've written has probably felt a lot like this road. It just starts at the top, runs every single line in order, and then it stops. It works, for sure, but it's not very smart, is it? But that's not how the real world works, right? We make choices constantly. So what if we want our code to do the same thing? How do we get it to look at a situation and decide which path it should take? Well, that's exactly what we're doing. We're adding a fork in the road. And in the world of programming, we create this fork with something called an if statement. This little guy is the absolute cornerstone of making your code intelligent. So what is an if statement? At its heart, it's actually super simple. It's just a way for you to tell the computer, hey, listen, I've got a job for you, but I only want you to do it if this one specific thing is true. If it's not true, just ignore it and move on. Let's make this totally concrete with something we all do every day, dealing with a traffic light. So, you're driving your car, you're approaching the light. First step. Then, your brain asks a question. This is the key part, the condition. Is that light green? And finally, you take an action based on the answer. If it's yes, then you press the gas. Simple, right? Now, here's the powerful part. We can take that exact same everyday logic and translate it directly into a language the computer can understand. Let's see what our traffic light looks like as Python code. Okay, check this out. First, we have a variable, light, and we set its value to green. Then comes our if statement. That line, if light equals green, that's literally the computer asking, is the light green? And the line right below it, the one that's pushed in a little bit, print go, that's our action. That's us pressing the gas pedal. It's the same logic, just written for a machine. Now, to get this right every single time, there are just two small but absolutely critical rules that you need to lock in from day one. Let's break them down real quick. Okay, rule number one, this one trips up everybody when they're starting out. The difference between one equal sign and two. A single equals is for assigning. It's like putting data into a jar. But a double equals, that's for comparing. It asks a question. It's saying, hey, is the thing on the left the same as the thing on the right? Totally different job. And rule number two is all about that little space at the start of the line. It's called indentation, and in Python, it is a huge deal. Think of it like this. That space creates an invisible box around your code. It's telling Python, hey, everything inside this box belongs to the if statement above it. Only run this stuff if that if question comes back true. All right, theory's over. You've got the fork in the road, the double equal sign, and the invisible box. So, you ready to put it to the test with a quick challenge? Take a good look at the code that's about to come up. Based on everything we just talked about, ask yourself one simple question. Will the computer print unlock phone? Okay, here it is. We've got a variable password entered, which is 1234. We have correct password, which is 000. Then our if statement compares them. It asks if they're equal, so what's going to happen? The answer is no. And the reason is super simple. The computer gets to that if statement and asks the question, is 1234 the same as 000? The answer is false, right? They're not the same. So the computer sees that the print statement is inside that invisible box and it just skips right over it. It never even runs that line of code. Hey, if you follow that logic, you should be really proud of yourself. That's awesome. You have officially unlocked a brand new power. Your code is no longer stuck on that boring one-lane road. It can now look at things, compare them, and choose its own adventure. So let's just recap the big stuff real fast. Number one, you can now write smart code that actually makes decisions. Two, you do that with an if statement, which just checks if something is true. Three, you always use a double equals when you're asking a question. And four, that indentation is how you tell Python what code belongs inside that if statement's invisible box. And seriously, don't brush this off as a small thing. Learning how to control the flow of your program based on different conditions, that is a massive, massive step. It is the fundamental difference between a simple script and a truly useful application. So, let's just put our new skill to use one last time. If you understood the concepts is equal to true, then I guess it's time to print. Like and subscribe. Thanks so much for joining me.